This is Desire of Ages, page 800, paragraph 4. The simple evening meal. They started from Jerusalem in the morning, right? They are arriving in Emau in the evening. Now there is meal on the table. I want you to listen. DA 804. The simple evening meal of bread is soon prepared. It is pressed before the guest. Who is the guest? Christ. It is pressed before the guest who has taken his seat at the head of the table. Pay attention now. Christ sits where? The prophet say that when Christ arrived at Emau, he sat at the head of the table. What does that mean? Revelation chapter 3, verse number 20. The Bible says, behold, I stand at the door and I knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I'll come in to him and dine with him and he with me. Christ is knocking at the door. Revelation 3:20. Christ is knocking. He wants to come in, right? To dine with you, right? But when he comes in, he sits at the head of the table. That shows control. That shows rulership. I mean, Christ was just a visitor in that house. I know if I come to your home, your parents' home, there will be a seat that is reserved for your dad. But Christ takes the seat that represents control. That shows leadership in that house. Behold, I stand at the door and I knock. He whoever opens, allowing me to come in, I do not become second, I come first. Gentlemen and ladies, our problem is that we are attempting to have Christ in, but we don't want him to take control. And she says, half-hearted Christians are worse than infidels. To be almost saved is not to be almost lost, but to be completely lost. He has to take 100% control. I have been crucified with Jesus. Galatians 2:20. Such that the life I now live, it is not I. You see that? Galatians 2:20. I've been crucified. It means I'm dead. Such that the life I now live, it is no longer I, but Christ lives in me. When Christ comes in, he takes control. Are we clear there? The decisions are no longer ours. It is Christ making them because he sits at the head of the table. The same book, Desire of Ages, page 466, paragraph 3. Every soul that refuses to give himself to Christ is under the control of another power. He is not his own. The reason why sometimes we refuse to give control, we refuse to have Jesus take the wheel. There is another power that is controlling us. Desire of Ages, page 466, paragraph 3. Every soul that refuses to give himself to Christ is under the control of another power. He is not his own. He may talk of liberty, but he is in the most abject of slavery. So the quote ends. The point is, when Christ arrived in the house of Cleopas and his friend, he took control. He is knocking, Revelation 3:20, so that he takes control. We can't give him half surrender. It must be 100%. If it is half surrender, who is controlling the other half?